So given kind of some of these shifts in like expectations, consumer expectations, what do you think general kind of thought in terms of small businesses and their adoption of technology? Is it like, hey, you better do something is better than nothing? Is it, hey, be thoughtful? Is it, hey, what is in your eyes, given these shifts in behavior, how does the small business kind of adapt, pivot, and adjust to be competitive in the market?
Well, so when apps first came out in whatever it was, 2008 or 9, everybody built an app. And then sometime thereafter, people realized, oh,
No one's using
consumers, no one's going to download my app if I'm a roofing company,
right.
Um, so I think that analogy holds for certain kinds of technology. I think you certainly need to be present on Google, have a complete Google My Business profile, have a Facebook page, maybe Instagram account, depending on who you are. And you can use these third-party technology tools and platforms where there's very little technical, or limited technical knowledge required to set them up. It's more, it's more about time and sort of knowledge of best practices, which everybody doesn't have. But use those first because that's where the customer is. Or Yelp, for example. I'm in the process of having to put a roof on my house, which is why I used that example a second ago, because it's top of mind. And I went to Google, I went to Yelp, I looked at some reviews, and Nextdoor also is another one that may be useful for some small businesses. And I got some recommendations. I contacted them. Having the capacity to multiple ways to contact you is very valuable. Email, certainly. Phone for people that want that, and chat messaging is great. So using the existing platforms where your customers are going to look for you in the first place, or do the kinds of searches and lookups that might result in a contact, and then utilizing the tools that make it easy for them on these platforms typically, but also on your website, that make it easy for people to contact you. So some companies have a web form as opposed to an email address. But then beyond that, the thing that really will differentiate businesses is kind of good old-fashioned responsiveness and customer service.